Gary, you first turned professional all the way back in 2004. Now, all this time later, you're a ranking event winner. Just explain to us what that means to you.
It means the world. You know, it's been many a time over my career I've thought I'm never even going to get towards this stage. You're watching people on the telly do it, and it looks harder and harder, it seems, as well. And it is harder and harder. The standard's so good. I've been a bit fortunate this week in some aspects. I'm not going to put myself down at all by any means, though. I've had some great results and I've played decent in spells. But yeah, it's unbelievable to think that the career I've had, so up and down, to actually finally win a tournament and fulfil like a lifelong ambition since I was 8 years old, to be honest, has finally happened. Yeah,
I mean, lots of players always say that I've always believed I would do it, you know, this day was destined to come. But does the fact that you're quite open in saying that there were moments where you really doubted it, does that make this even more special now?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yes and no. Like, obviously it does in one aspect. In another aspect, you've always got that bit of, not regret, but a bit of like, I know I could have done this maybe years ago, but maybe not. You know, maybe I'm just one of them that's taken this sort of time to meld into a player that's found that kind of balance, you know. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about how long it's taken. I'm just so happy that it has.
And what do you think's come together for this to happen this week? You mentioned when we were walking over here that you kind of felt it almost came out of nowhere. Did that help in some ways, that there wasn't that burden of expectation, that you just kind of played in the moment?
Well, yeah, I purposely try to put no kind of expectation on myself. I've been in positions before. I've been in a couple of finals. I've lost situations in matches where, you know, I should have won, and all that kind of thing that many players have done as well. So I tried just my best all week, and really for the last, you know, number of tournaments for quite a while, I've just tried to have no expectation on myself and just play, not get ahead of myself at any stage at all, even at 8-2, and you're still thinking, you know, the worst could happen deep down, but you're concentrating and ploughing onto the line. But no, it's something that I guess I've just learned to do over the years. After so many defeats, you just learn to accept everything a bit more, and that's all I've done this week. I've accepted anything that's come and just got on with it. If I'd lost, I'd lost. If I'd won, absolutely brilliant. But it's not sort of the be all and end all like it maybe felt like in the past.
And it was great scenes in the arena when all your family came out by the table with you. You know, was that moment everything you kind of always dreamed it would be?
Yeah. It was great to have obviously Robin there, my mum and dad, and Paul at the club. You know, like it was a kind of a little bit of a core photo that with, you know, my closest team to me, my family, and Paul at the club. You know, who's helped me so much. So yeah, it was really, really good. You know, that their memories I'll treasure forever now. You know, it's a great time. So absolutely brilliant, as I say, over the moon, and not thinking ahead to the rest of the season, but just obviously hoping deep down that it can be some kind of springboard to even not necessarily even win more events, but, you know, feel like I can play and enjoy it like I have for some of this week. I've enjoyed my game a bit more in the latter stages of this tournament, just by changing a few things, you know, and it's how I'd like to continue playing, win or lose.
And with such a dominant win, it's the night is young. How much are you going to go and enjoy it out in Edinburgh tonight?
Well, I reckon you can get about probably 6 or 7 pints at least in this trophy, so I'm going to give it a go and see what happens.
Source out a few bottles of Newcastle Brown. Well.
Oh no, I'll have a starting headache in the morning if I touch that. Absolutely no chance.
Well, whatever it is, enjoy tonight.
Thanks very much, mate. Cheers.